I was watching some of your videos, and you described your language learning process, how you learn a language, and the essence of it was that you you learn about the sounds, you learn how to read, you do translations, and you do some grammar. Is this still your strategy of language learning now, or has this changed in any way?
Yeah, I'm focused on the sounds and pronunciation from the very beginning, but the essence I would say is it's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's listening, massive listening to the content I understand, and the way to make it understandable is by translating. So I usually have use a podcast with a transcript or a video with subtitles. So there's also there always has to be the visual part, which is text, and the audio, because if you don't have audio, it's actually torture for you to start reading a new language without actually knowing how to pronounce everything
Sure.
properly. And so it's very slow process. And for me, the fastest way, because I'm not very big fan of learning the language. I'm a fan of speaking and understanding it and using it. So this way I want to learn it as fast as I can to get to at least intermediate level, so that I don't have to struggle not understanding all the time and struggling to speak. So my goal is always to be comfortable at a language. And the fastest way, as I found, is by listening. By listening right now, as I told you before the interview, I'm listening to Polish for 5 hours, I guess, a day, because
Wow.
I have a lot of free time right now, and I'm in a new city, and I just put my headphones and walk and listen to it. Any show, I subscribe to some podcasts, and just doesn't matter, open and listen to it this way. And also now on Clubhouse, on podcasts, YouTube as well. So massive listening, and it really works because you memorize by listening to the same things many times. You memorize pronunciation, the way uh, grammar works, the words, everything, basically everything, and then it's going to be easier read to speak, and to do everything with the language. And yeah, the essence is basically listening in any language I learned.
All right. And leads me perfect into my next question, because when I listen to you speak languages, I think the thing that really pops up with you versus maybe some other people is I think your accents in these languages are quite nice.
Thank
How
you.
much of this do you attribute to just, let's say, listening versus any kind of active role that you're taking in your learning? Maybe you do shadowing, I'm not sure, or how do you think you've developed such a nice pronunciation in many languages? Is it mainly listening or what?